Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
And this is the bathroom. Not necessarily where I wash my hands, but more where I talk to my best mate, Oliver.
Hi DJ Chadman. Listen, mate, listen. You need to be more enthusiastic when you're speaking, basically, you know what I mean?
Fudge off.
We need a bit more enthusiasm there. You're not being that enthusiastic, really, are you? You're just like being, you know, like, yo, it's your boy DJ Chadman.
I'll try my best.
You know, you need to be more like you were when you were being a DJ, you know, liven it up a little bit, be like, you know, more like, yo, it's your boy DJ Chadman, rather than just going, yo, it's your boy DJ Chadman.
You see, I've not done DJing in a long time, but I'll try my best, Oliver, just for you. Yeah, so what's with the Zoom call? Like, why are you on a Zoom call, T?
Yeah, so I'm in a Zoom meeting.
Why is that?
I'm in a Zoom meeting.
There's no reason for it.
Just so I can...
Why? What is the reason for it? Why you want that?
Keep up with the times, really.
Why? Why? Just
because I feel like I need to,
normal,
you know, like
person.
keep up with the times.
Normal, Oliver.
You know what I mean?
Why you want to? Why? You can just tell me why, can't you?
So that's the reason why I'm here today, really, talking to you in this mirror.
I don't know.
Yo guys, how's it going? This is my master bedroom ting. It's where I like to do my shiz, like sleeping, for example. This is my bed, which I'm currently sitting on right now, and I am just like really excited after having that prep talk thing with your boy Oliver. I'm just really excited to think about what he said into my ears, and just to like have a sleep and go to bed in my bed. So see you later. Night night. Don't let the bed bugs bite. I'll see you later.
Yo, I guess it's time to go and get the alcohol.
It sound right, boys.
How old are you?
18.
Is your ID?
I've not got any.
You've not got any ID?
No.
Where is it?
I've actually not got any.
You need some ID or I'm not going to be able to help you.
I've got a moustache.
You've got a moustache.
Oh yeah. That's all I can say.
Date of birth.
18th of April 2002.
How old does that make you?
18th.
18th of April.
18th of April 2002.
Are you 19 this year?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, we'll have to laugh.
Next time you go bring your ID or I can't serve you.
Okay.
Get your card out then. Have a nice day.
Oh God. I did tell you that.
Yo guys, it's your boy DJ Chadman. It's like 8:41 at night tonight and I'm having my first drink of alcohol, my first beer. So as you can see, it's a Heineken original beer. That's what it is. I'm now opening the beer. Oh, fuck. Check it. I've opened the beer. I'm now going to pour the beer. We're gonna check what colour the beer is. Oh, the fridge, man. It's a wee coloured beer, that beer is. So I'm now going to drink the beer straight out of the can like a cool dude. I've got me Heineken here and I'm going to take my first sip. My first sip was like a tiny amount and so far it just tastes like old... excuse me? Bethany! So it tasted like altar wine. I'm going to have some more. What? Oh, flipping spilt it on me. And that isn't me acting like proper disgusting shiz, and I don't know why people drink it. So really what I need to do is find out from my mum and dad how you get used to drinking beer. Because it actually tastes disgusting and I don't know why people enjoy it. It's not a nice drink.
I don't want to do it anymore. Well, thanks for the kind offer.
Is it my book actually?
Yeah, definitely.
When did you start drinking alcohol?
When I turned 18, my dad took me to a local pub called the Boar's Head, locally known as the Horse Bed, for my first pint.
Why do you call it the horse bed?
I don't know, it's just, what's it called? Polypropic position.
Can you remember
A
what you
malaprop
first?
position, a malaprop.
Can you remember what you first?
It was a pint of bitter. I can't remember which one they had in the Boar's Head.
Is it Boddington's?
No.
I'm just going to keep to like the weak stuff. But I want to, get a taste for all types of beer.
Bitters, non-bitters,
Craft beer.
craft beer,
lager,
lager,
Beer.
cider,
cider,
tequila,
Guinness. Guinness.
in it,
To win it.
to win it. What is the difference between a bitter?
I never answered your question.
What's
Yes.
Oh yeah, shiz.
Mum's got a good
Shiz.
story. She was sneaked out at a young age when she was 11 and started going to parties.
Go on,
All
tell your
sorts of
story.
shiz.
So, I started drinking beer when I was probably, 7, 8 years old. I had little sips of,
Are you lying?
no, little sips of my mum or my dad's glass of Guinness on a Sunday. When they're cooking a Sunday roast, they used to have a glass of Guinness.
But it's actually before that.
While they
you
were
told me.
cooking.
It's even before that.
I'll tell you about that in a minute. So I used to have steel sips. Ask for a sip. Can I have a sip of your beer, of your Guinness, mum or dad? And they always let me. And I really liked it. And then it turned out that, as Dad was pointing out, my mum was having Guinness while she was pregnant with me.
How do you know I was going to say that?
I can read your mind. And my mum had Guinness when she was pregnant with me. When she was pregnant with my sister Elaine, she had a real craving for Guinness. Both Elaine and I love Guinness.
In it.
But
Have you turned out different
but your
from
uncles,
the rest of the family?
yes, your uncles, my brothers, don't like Guinness at all. So there you go. I've been drinking it even when I was in the womb.
Jeez.
Do you think you have like more sensory perception, like to talk to dolphins and things like that?
Why?
Well, it's like on the Guinness has abilities, so they can talk to dolphins.
I don't watch TV. Yeah. And whenever I'm at work, for example, and we've had a staff meeting, and our manager will say to us to go over, she's talking to, it's mostly women in my job, and she'd always say, oh, we can go home now and crack open a glass of wine.
Do you think there could be a class divide? Like, working class go and get the beers, middle class get the wine?
Maybe.
What's your favourite alcoholic beverage? Evelyn.
Me? I suppose a Guinness.
What do you mean you're supposed to Guinness? Is it your favourite drink? Alcoholic drink? Is it? Or is there another one?
Well, I'm not well into my drinks.
No, you're not really a drinker.
So I don't really have a favourite in the sense that, oh, I really love to have this drink. It's just that, okay, I have alcohol, and which is favourite of the alcohols I have? Okay, it's Guinness, so I suppose it's Guinness. But it's not like,
Oh, wow.
I want this.
What about you, Louisa?
Baby sham.
No, I've never had baby sham. It is definitely Guinness.
In it.
Yeah, and second best would be a glass of red wine. And then third best would be a lager, a nice sort of Italian lager with a twist of lime, well chilled. I prefer that even to things like, what's the fizzy stuff that people like to drink?
Coke.
No,
Champagne, Prosecco.
Prosecco. I actually prefer lager to Prosecco. So yeah, Guinness. I've always liked Guinness even from when I was young. It's medicinal, you see.
Yeah.
It's not just a drink.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely
tonic.
makes you feel better.
It makes you feel a lot better. It's a tonic. Rich in iron. My mum was actually told to drink Guinness by her doctor. She was
Why?
prescribed Guinness as an iron supplement.
But alcohol is dangerous.
Well, it couldn't have been that
I
bad.
think that doctor needs to be struck off. And
It depends if you drink it in moderation and drink it sensibly, responsibly, as they say.
A decline in underage drinking.
There's what, sorry? The decline.
So, do you think I should be drinking with other people
Yeah.
in order to understand why people drink?
Yes, because it's a sociable thing. It's a
Yes.
social thing. It's not something that you start picking up as a habit to do on your own.
So, what's your thoughts on that technique in which you put lemonade into alcohol,
Into beer.
into beer, mixing drinks, as you call it.
Well, people put lemonade into beer to make it easier to drink,
Yeah.
and then it's called a shandy. When you put lemonade in a beer, it's called a shandy, and it's popular with younger people drinking beer.
It's like the first time I ate an avocado. So that tastes
Yeah.
like soap, it's horrible. Then after a while, you begin to like it, and you really like it. It's the same with beer. It's an acquired taste.
We need to sign off to the
Okay.
So we need to go like now. It's like yo, it's
Oh. Who's signing off? You or us?
yo, it's your boy DJ Chapman. I've been here with Louisa and
You.
Edwin. And we're signing. And we're signing off. So if we all go like this, sign. Laters. I was going to start mixing drinks today, and basically every week I'd increase the amount of alcohol in my drink. But I just feel really tired, for no reason at all. I just feel really tired. So I don't know if I can get out of bed or not.
Medium weekend. Peculiar imagination and selective memory. We've replaced all the ugly with folklore imagery. You replaced all the monsters with princesses and chivalry. Gone to a place with low light and low density. The type to cut up a flower and stick it in your kitchen. More like the type to slice your finger cutting a fresh picked lemon. Misplace the blame. Forget all responsibility.
So it's finally time to try and drink a pint. You know what? Stinks. It stinks stronger than it smells stronger than the ones I've had before. It tastes stronger than the ones I've had before. So apparently drinking a third of it is progress. And apparently if I'm a new person, then I won't drink a whole can. A new drinker. I don't think I can do it.
You dream the colors of this song. Some memories that you're stuck between. Washed clean of their details.
Right, be quiet so I can do my thing. Because I've got 4 minutes left and then I won't be able to record any more stuff. I'm pouring it in a can to see how... I'm pouring it in a glass to see how much stuff I've got left. 1 glass.
In blue and red and yellow.
Got 2 glasses left and then I've drank a pint. I've got my young self praying for me.
I don't think we're equipped to see color from spectrum.
No, I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't drink a pint. That's it. That's it for me, I'm afraid. I need to see a psychologist. I need to find out why me and why so many other teenagers drink alcohol. What influences us to do it?
So there's a very well-known theory called social learning theory. So this essentially says we learn from seeing other people do things. By seeing it, we are much more likely to understand it and then put it into our life. So if we see older siblings drink, we are more likely to drink. If we see older siblings avoid alcohol, we are more likely to avoid alcohol. Now, when we see things in other people, we also see the consequences as well. So this is a bit like when parents say, you mustn't do this because it's dangerous or something like that. Well, it's very hard to sort of put your mind into that future and try and imagine that. It's actually much easier to see that play out. So if you have an older sibling who is told, do this or don't do this, you can then see the consequences of that. And that can help us learn as well.
How do parents influence us to drink alcohol?
Again, similarly to what we asked before about siblings, when children see adults doing things in certain ways, then it can have a massive impact. But there is also a big consequence here, which is that of social media. And let's think of social media currently. Everything on social media at the moment has been focused on the reopening of lockdown. Well, I mean, that's a big part of what's happening. And what are the main things that have opened over the last few weeks? Bars, pubs, restaurants. And which aspect of bars, pubs and restaurants is mostly widely pushed out there? The alcohol, sitting outside, having a pint, having a glass of wine, having whatever drink it might be. And that is plastered everywhere. And we know that is then picked up by not just newspapers, but young eyes as well. Your lifestyle is massively influenced by the environment around you.
How do peers influence young people to drink?
Peer pressure is the direct influence from young people or from your peers to then do something, even if it's against your attitude, values, your beliefs, that sort of thing. And it's very, very powerful. It can happen in loads of different ways. It can be spoken, so someone saying, come on, do this, come on, do it, join us, let's get on, let's drink, it'll be great. But then there's the unspoken stuff, which is slowly pushing people away if they're not involved. It's the changes in behaviour, like not allowing people into certain groups if they don't do certain things. It's also taken online as well, and that makes it particularly apparent. It's everywhere. It's all over. It's 24/7. It's all over your phone and your computer, that sort of stuff. Look at TikTok, for example. TikTok, as you know, the idea of it is ridiculous. People putting ridiculous short videos up, you're making a fool of yourself. That's how it would be interpreted 10 years ago. Whereas now, everything is done, I'm talking from a young person's perspective, everything is done with a view to put it onto TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever it might be. So things are done with the social in mind.
Do you think alcohol brands target teenagers with their advert?
Less so now, because there is so much regulation on things. And the same pattern with alcohol is happening as it did for tobacco and cigarettes. But there is also a new rise of vaping. There is no advert on television for vaping that says, come look how cool we are, look how great vaping is, it's brilliant. But there are things that make it child friendly, such as the flavours. No adult wants to go and buy bubblegum flavoured vape, whatever it's called. That is specifically designed to be cooler for young people. Of course it is. And so it's more subtle than that. So they are still promoting, but not necessarily advertising, because that's so heavily frowned on. So you know what it's like through any website. There's all sorts of advertising boxes which show you things that you are interested in because you've clicked on that yes, I accept all cookies box when you visit the website. There's a recent report that said alcohol brands found that there was a 327% spike in social media engagement for something to do with alcohol during coronavirus lockdown, which means essentially people are engaging with alcohol online in some form or another.
I find the taste of alcohol disgusting. I can't drink it. Whereas obviously older siblings and adults can gulp it down. Do adults actually like the taste of alcohol? Or do they just get used to it over time?
When you sell anything, alcohol included, it's not just how it looks, how it tastes and how it smells as well. You don't just taste it through what goes into your mouth. You taste through what you see, you taste through the social environment, you taste through your value that you're putting onto it. So there's a lot of factors going on there. So that's the first thing to keep in mind. The second part is a lot of people do not like the actual taste of alcohol because sometimes it's just not that nice. You know, the taste of beer, for example, is quite strong and some people really, really don't like it. But again, there is a huge social pressure here with all the parts that we talked about before and the other pressures that are directly influencing your taste. So when you're drinking, you are not tasting it. Your brain doesn't think, I don't like this because of the taste, or I do like this because of the taste. I like this because of all these other factors as well. So when young people drink, a lot of those factors aren't there. All you're doing is being with your friends.
What effects can alcohol have on our development?
Having a drink here and there is not a problem. So everything in moderation, that's the key word. Once you then overdo it, that's when it can cause problems. Now, the alcohol has a big impact on certain areas of your brain. So when you drink alcohol, the chemicals within it have a particular effect on certain areas. The first being your frontal lobes. So this is the front of your brain, and an area also known as the prefrontal. Now, that is our area where we do things like planning and thinking things through, inhibition, working things out, organizing yourself. These are all called executive functions. So these are higher order skills that are something that take us a long time to develop and continue to develop up until your mid-20s. So they are continually developing. Alcohol has a way of numbing or muting those frontal lobes. And that's why when you drink, you are more disinhibited because your brain isn't as strong as holding back the responses. You say things that under other circumstances you might not necessarily say. Your ability to make decisions is impaired, which is why you see lots of people who drink get into cars, for example, and drive, because your ability to make that decision doesn't work very well at all. Alcohol also affects an area called the hippocampus. Now, the hippocampus is a much deeper structure in your brain that it's responsible for learning and for your memory as well, and also emotional processing too. So that's why when lots of people drink, they can actually have lots of difficulty with their memory, remembering what has happened and learning new things. If you overdrink things, you can forget what happened the night before. And if you do it for too long, it can permanently damage your learning. Now, the younger you do this, the more damage it can potentially do to your brain because your brain is still developing. But that still doesn't mean older people get off scot-free. If you drink as when you are older, it can have a catastrophic impact on your life.
Okay. Apathetic altruism or patriotic patriotism, and sink your teeth into the apple that you paid for. Songs sung not as often when they rhyme less. Choosing language over pictures caused a misconception. Right-handed leftists sneak into the press section. Bloody nose from a space heater. Broken clock above the sleeper sofa. Steamer trunk passed up.
So, what's your favourite drink?
So if we're going soft drink, I'm going to say milkshakes. And if we're going alcoholic, I'm going to say margaritas.
My favourite drink is smoothie because you can then choose what goes in it and it becomes a different drink and each and every time.
I don't know people, so I fake it when I greet them. Oh my God.
I'm herbal teetotal, so I do like something like turmeric latte. I really love turmeric latte. And milkshakes, I think, with coconut milk. I love milkshakes with, smoothies with coconut milk.
Espresso from a mocha machine.
Do you not like alcohol?
I've gone off it recently. Yeah.
Environmentalist, you can sit the fuck down. I'll tell you what you can do though. You can cast your vote for the chosen leader. Centimeters, centigrade, underworked overachievers, asexual reproduction, bot, transcontinental wire transfers, Wi-Fi passwords made.
Do you mean alcohol, non-alcohol, any drink? Probably black coffee is the thing I drink most of.
Ambition, determining my moral code on a set of old inscriptions, Wikipedia and binary postcards from libraries.
My favorite drink really is water. Water is good, but I have been encouraged by the doctor to use a lot of fruit juices with no sugar added. You have to be careful with the sugar because sugar is one of the main causes of diabetes.
Spin some pocket change, voluntary left hand. What a mess, are we playing this? Prescription drugs and some gold designer glasses. Sugar ants in the cabinet. I got a lot of friends and all of them are plastic. I don't know what I'm saying and I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know the words that I'm speaking, but here I am speaking the words into the microphone, and then it goes into the tape, and then you find it on the internet, and it goes into your ears. And that's how it works. But shit, I think, yeah, I'm out of time right here, though.
I don't drink alcohol. Never did like it. I think it burns. And I mean, who would want to drink something that burns, you know what I mean? I think alcohol is bad news. You get addicted to it, it changes your lifestyle. Bad news. I would not encourage no one to drink alcohol. Never liked to take, I can tolerate a beer, you know, a social thing, but I wouldn't get into alcohol at all.
Yeah.
Not a good thing. Not a good thing at all, you know?
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that, oh yeah, you do have to have a drink. Of course you have to have a drink to have a great time, but some people fall into a bit of a sticky situation when they feel, oh, you know, I need this to help me get through, you know, the next day, or, you know, and every day then becomes, when you get home from work or college or whatever, you know, you'll have a drink, and then that goes into the next day and the next day, and it becomes a habit. But then you become, as you well know, addicted to that. People do think they have to let the hair down. Oh, I need to go out. Oh, I need a drink. I can't wait to get home so I can have a drink. No, you don't. You don't need to wait to get home to have a drink. Just go and have a nice relaxing bath, or, you know, go to the gym, or go for a run, or meditate, or, you know, find something that's, you know, I mean, I do diamond embroidery. It really, really calms me down. It might be boring to other people, but everyone, you know, each to their own. Sometimes it's just a case of getting home and watching TV with your loved ones. Everyone has their own pressures, you know, from money to relationships. And I just think in general, it's just pressures really of what's going on in and around the world. Loneliness, you know, is a massive thing, I think, with drinking, and, you know, your social peers, you know, as you know, going to university and school, and, you know, and I think it's as we grow up, it's a learned behaviour as well, massively learned behaviour.
Do you think alcohol should be illegal?
That's a difficult question. Sometimes alcohol, sometimes I think yes, it should be, because it's the most poisonous stuff we put in our body and it does the most damage. So I do think we should have more restrictions on alcohol, but because we won't, because it makes the country money on taxes and stuff like that. But I do believe we should have done something many years ago, and I've seen alcohol take many lives. Cannabis now has been deemed to help people with seizures, at the right amount and the right, and it's now on prescriptions, but special prescriptions, but you won't find alcohol there. The only thing that alcohol helps is an alcoholic not going into a seizure. It damages from the tip of your head, your hair, right down to the tips of your toes. It damages everything. It's a killer. I believe that you're drinking a hidden sentence. Don't do it. You're still young. You're still growing. You'll believe me. You'll do enough of it when you become of age. Just let your body grow and grow naturally, rather than grow under the influence of alcohol. You don't have to do it either. There is other ways and means of having a good time. I don't need a drink to get on the table and start drinking. I will survive, and start singing I Will Survive. So believe me, it's just a case of just don't.
Go away, eat your dinner, or else I shall eat it. And don't stop messing about, Oliver.
Little does Mum know it's been voice recorded.